Okay, so welcome. If you are new to our team, I wanted to hang on one second. Melinda, I just messaged you. Okay, so if you're new to our team, welcome. I'm so excited. Our team's grown by 22 this week so far, and they just extended our half-price enrollment kits for another week if you haven't seen that, but we'll talk about that in just a few minutes. But welcome to the team. Like, it has really just been the most amazing journey for me. My only regret in this business is not having started sooner. I have just absolutely fallen in love with this company and what it has done for me and for my family. And it's my passion now to help other people just like you do this exact same thing. So I'm thankful that you guys are all on here tonight. If you're watching this back later, I'm thankful that you are tuning into this so that we can help you grow your business, so we can help you be just as successful as we have been. I wanted to go over several things tonight, just kind of like basic business things to get you started, to help get your business off the ground and going. And so if you have like a piece of paper and a pen that you want to maybe jot some notes down so we can you can look back at it later, that would be helpful too. I'm going to give you some websites that you can look through that will help you, like when a customer is interested in products and things like that. I'm going to give you the names of our team pages that you have as a resource to use. I'm going to talk to you about our weekly corporate calls that we have that you can tune in. One is actually tonight. So just some good, valuable information. We're going to talk about how to post, how and what to post to get your business going, how to get your $100 shopping spree. If you are still within your first 30 days of joining, you have a $100 shopping spree available for you for any type of products or apparel. I have on, I don't know if you can kind of see in this video, I have on an It Works shirt and an It Works jacket. We actually have an entire clothing line. And if you're not careful, you can spend a lot of money in it. But we have all kinds of apparel. I mean, everything from hats and scarves to shirts and dresses and things like that. And your $100 product credit can actually be used toward apparel as well, if you're interested in that. So we'll talk about how to get your $100 shopping spree. We're going to talk about your $5,000 Emerald bonus. For anyone who has joined in 2018, you have a $5,000 Emerald available, a $5,000 Emerald bonus available to you within your first 2 calendar months. So we're going to go over all of that tonight. So if you have a piece of paper and a pen and you want to jot some stuff down, great. If you want to go back and watch the recording, that works too. But I'm thankful for each and every one of you and for being on this call tonight. If you have any questions, there actually is a chat section. I'm on the computer, so my chat is at the bottom. I think, though, if you are on your phone, you might have to scroll or swipe one way or another. I can't remember which way. But there is a chat available. If you have any questions, please ask them. Now's the time. I want to make sure that everybody leaves here with all of your questions answered, and I want to make sure that you have everything covered that you needed covered so you feel comfortable with really jumping in with your business. So with that said, let's get started. The first thing that I wanted to say is that if God has called you into this business, and He has, because here you are, He's called you to be successful. One of the things that I absolutely love about this company is that we are a Christian-based company, a faith-based company. Our CEO and our CEO's wife are incredible Christians who really just have founded this company upon God and His Word. And that was one of the initial things that drew me to this company. I'm a very religious person myself, and so it was just one of the many things that drew me to this company. But if you're here, and you know that God has called you to be successful. God doesn't call us to do anything to fail. There's nothing that God wants you to do to get started in, to where you feel like, okay, I'm in this and I'm not going to succeed. God doesn't do that to us. God promises that He will do exceedingly abundantly above all that we could ask or think. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't have to do our part. Okay, God has opened the door, and here you are. Now it's time for you to do your part and put feet to that, because God can open the door for you, but He can't do the work for you. And that's what I kind of want to help you do tonight, is to really focus on what exactly do I need to do on a daily basis in order to make my business successful, because God does want you to be successful in this. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I wanted to say as we're getting into this is, I know that this can be very overwhelming. Okay, when you first join, you enter into this world, there's all new lingo. You've got terms flying around that you've never heard before: loyal customers, distributors, volume, things like that. Do not overcomplicate this business. It's very easy to do when you're first getting started. It's extremely easy to do because you feel like you are drinking water from a fire hydrant. Am I right? Because you have all of this information, you're now a part of a team page, and you're just getting info left and right, and it's really hard to digest it at first. And I think like part of our nature is, when that happens, the one thing that we do is kind of like clam up and just don't do anything. So don't overcomplicate this business. Just keep in mind that we are paid for two things, and only two things. We are paid for enrolling customers and for enrolling distributors. We're going to talk about both of that, how you're going to do both of those things tonight. So just keep that in mind. The only money-making activities we have as distributors are enrolling customers and enrolling teammates. So as you move forward with this, I don't want you to get overwhelmed with details. I am 3 years into my business, and guys, I'm still learning. I'm in a group message with some of my upline, and I mean, I'm talking daily. There are still times that I am like texting and asking questions and needing help and wondering what this means and what that means. I remember my first time looking over the compensation plan. It was literally so overwhelming. I didn't even know where to start with it. So I'm still learning. And just because you don't know everything doesn't mean that you can't do this business. You don't have to know everything to be successful. The only thing that you have to do is you have to start. And if you remember that we are paid for two things, enrolling customers and enrolling distributors, and you focus solely on that, it doesn't matter if you still have stuff to learn. It doesn't matter if you're unfamiliar with all of the products. It doesn't matter if you understand the compensation plan. As long as you know, I need to enroll customers and I need to enroll distributors, I promise you, you will grow your paycheck and you will be successful. The rest you will learn along the way. You don't have to learn everything. You don't have to master everything in order to get started, but you do have to start in order to be successful. So the first thing that I wanted to talk to you about that you might want to jot down are the resources that are available to you. Okay, so when you first joined, obviously you have your enroller. Now you also have your upline. Your upline is anybody who is in your organization above your enroller. Our ambassador diamonds, our 2 ambassador diamonds, which is the highest rank in the company, are Kara Murphy and Ingrid Campbell. They are on our team page. And if you have not been added yet to our team page, obviously you guys are on our newbie page because you're all here tonight. But if you are not on our team page, you can go ahead and ask your enroller to go ahead and add you. Our team page is a really great resource. It's called It Works Empowered. It's a really great resource because we do have our entire upline. I'm a double diamond. Above me is Lori Furtado, who's a triple diamond. Our presidential upline is Christy Williams. And then we have our 2 ambassador uplines, which are Ingrid Campbell and Kara Murphy. And if you ever need advice, if you ever need help, if you ever have a question, you can always go straight to that team page and you can type in whatever question it is and post it. That's a private page. Only our team will see that. So let's just say you're talking to a potential loyal customer and she's got a question about some products and you're new. You don't know the answer to it. A really great resource for you to use is our team page, because sometimes Like if you message your enroller, maybe your enroller's not available immediately. Maybe she's in the middle of something and doesn't even know that she's gotten a text message. Our team page has like, I don't know, 500, 600, 700 people on it. So if you ask a question, it's likely to get answered a lot faster if you're needing something immediately. So make sure that you're on our team page. The second thing that I want to tell you about is eSuite. eSuite is our online office, okay? And I am going to share my screen here so you guys can see it. Okay. You guys should be able to see this now, I think. This is eSuite right here, okay? Obviously, this is for me, Jennifer Johnson, but it will have your name here. It's eSuite.myitworks.com. Basically, this is our online office, basically, the way that the company gets in touch with us, how we can communicate with the company, where we see all of our, up here at the top, you can access your commission, you can access all kinds of reports. The most important thing that I wanted to point out to you as a new distributor, over here to the right-hand side is a tab that's called Training Academy. If you click on that, it's going to show you, okay, so everything that you have access to at your rank, mine goes a little bit higher, mine goes up to leaders because I'm a double diamond, so this emerging leaders and leaders you would not have just yet, I don't believe. You wouldn't have access to those videos. But as a new distributor, this training is vital, okay? A lot of times I get questions from new distributors, and many of those questions could be answered by going to your training academy and watching these videos or reading these posts for us. So like, let's say you're brand new and you want to see the compensation plan. Here's Comp Plan 101. And there's the video for it, and you can watch it right there. You can click through it. So as you have time, again, I know it's a lot of information at first, but as you have time, you can go through and you can be watching these videos. Here's a great one. Here's a new distributor checklist. Different things. So if you download this, go. Here's a checklist that pulls up for you that you can kind of go through and make sure that you're covering everything, if that makes sense. And you can go through and watch each one of these videos and download the documents. And a lot of the, stop sharing here, a lot of the questions that new distributors have, a lot of those can be answered through that training academy. Of course, your enroller and your upline, we are always here to answer any questions that you do have. But, if you wanted to be proactive about your business and you wanted to really get, jump in and get started, then definitely make sure that you're going through that training academy. That will help you get your business off the ground. The next thing that you need to know about, every week we have 2 corporate calls that you should do your best to be a part of. The first one is on Sunday nights. And that Sunday night corporate call we call it our family call. It is a short video, and it's actually been held on our CEO's Facebook page. He's been doing live videos for those. So that's so easy and so convenient. All you have to do, his name is Mark Pentecost, and if you ask your enroller, she can share his profile with you. So all you need to do is follow him. And then every single Sunday, he'll post, like, make sure you're watching tonight at 10 o'clock for our family call. And every week we have those. Every single week. We cover announcements. Like last night, they talked about the extension to the half-price enrollment kits. So there's just a lot of valuable information that you want to make sure that you're a part of. So every Sunday night, and that's at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I think the longest they ever last are like 15, 20 minutes tops. So you want to make sure that you're a part of those. The second one is called the Show Me the Money call. And those are my favorite calls because our Chief Networking Officer, her name is Pam Souter. You'll want to follow her on Facebook too. Her name is Pam Souter. She actually, every single week, will usually take 2 to 3 top leaders or top income earners. presidential diamonds, ambassador diamonds. And she will basically interview them and talk to them about how they became successful, business building tips, and basically like what we can do to get to where they are. So I'm a firm believer, guys, that success leaves clues for us to follow. And if you want to be successful in this company, and if you want to make money, and if you want to promote, then you need to emulate and follow after the example of people who have already done that, who have already accomplished what you want to accomplish. And that's why, to me, the Show Me the Money call is incredible. I get so many tips. I get so many business building different helps that each week I take away something different, because every week she's got new people on there. That's usually a recorded call. It's not on Facebook, but she'll put the link to it on Facebook. So if you're following her, and that's at 9 p.m. Eastern time every Monday night. That's why I did this training at 8, because when we jump off of this, then all of us can go listen to Pam Souter's Show Me the Money call. And those, guys, those tips that she gives, and the ambassadors and presidentials who give those tips, it's so good, and I have been so encouraged and so helped. I try not to ever miss one of them. If you can't make it, though, on Monday nights, every single Tuesday morning, they upload that to our It Works calendar. So you can actually go back and listen to those. On Monday nights, if I don't have the opportunity to be on the Show Me the Money call live, I always listen to it first thing Tuesday morning, because I just listen to it. I'll oftentimes listen to it like while I'm getting ready, like I'm taking a shower and doing my hair. I mean, I'm captive in the bathroom anyway, so I might as well listen to something that will help me. So I usually do that with the Show Me the Money call. I really enjoy that. And then the final resource that you'll want to mark down is a website called Product Coach. Product Coach was my lifeline when I first joined, because when I joined, I had never tried a single product. I had no idea what wraps did. I had no clue what our supplements helped people with. Like, I didn't know names. I didn't know any of that. So you want to make sure that you bookmark. I bookmarked it on my phone. Is a website called Product Coach, and I'm going to share my screen so you can see this. Let's see. Well, let's see if I can let me do this. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's www.myitworksproductcoach.com. Okay, and if you look here on the side, there's literally a category for every single product that we carry. So, okay, so let's look right here. The keto coffee is our new, biggest thing. Click keto coffee. So let's say you have some questions about keto coffee. Look at this. It has everything you could possibly imagine. What is keto coffee? What's MCT oil, which is in it? Why is there butter in keto coffee? Why is there collagen in it? Isn't a low-fat diet best for my health? What is ketosis? What are ketones? What is a ketogenic diet? How does It Works Keto Coffee support it? And it has all of these answers. So I bookmarked this website, myitworksproductcoach.com. I bookmarked it on my cell phone. That way, as I was talking to potentials, if they had a question about a product, I could easily pull up Product Coach, and I could pull up that information and answer them and be authoritative about it. Not that, not like, like demanding, but like as though I were an authority on the products, because I had Product Coach to give me the answers to those questions. So make sure you bookmark that, and then you can always find frequently asked questions, the answers to those on there. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to say is back to eSuite. If you have not yet logged into eSuite, you will want to make sure that you do that. You are on a commission hold until you log into eSuite and fill out your tax info. And guys, seriously, it takes like 30 seconds. I think you have to verify your social security number and something else, but you can't get paid until you do that, because they have to make sure that your tax ID is connected to your account so you can get paid. So you're not going to get paid until you log into eSuite and go ahead and verify your tax information. Takes like 2 seconds. When you go to log in, a lot of times people say, I don't know what my username is. Your username for eSuite is your customer ID, which is now your distributor ID number. Your customer ID number, when you checked out, when you finished enrolling, they gave you a customer ID number. That's now your distributor number, and that will be your username to log into eSuite. You just put your username and then whatever password it was that you created when you signed up. If you don't know what that number is, just message your enroller, because we can look it up in eSuite really easily. So if you're saying like, I don't know what that is, I enrolled a couple weeks ago and I didn't even think to look at that number, that's totally fine. We can look it up for you, no big deal. But you will not get paid until you get yourself off of a commission hold, and you have to verify your tax information when you first log in. So make sure you do that. And then secondly, go right to your training academy and make sure that you're watching all of those videos and going through all of that training so you can get your business off the ground. The next thing, let's talk about posting. So a lot of times, new distributors don't start posting. And here's why. I know why, because you don't know what to post. You don't know what to say. You don't know what to do. So you think, I don't know anything about this business, so how can I post? But let me share something with you. It Works does not pay for advertising. Okay, so you'll never see a billboard for It Works. You'll never see a commercial for It Works. And the reason why is because instead of spending hundreds of thousands of dollars every year on advertising, our CEO instead gives us a better compensation plan, pays us more to advertise for ourselves. So you're not going to see anything about It Works on TV. So the only way that people will know about your business is if you talk about it. Remember this, if your mouth is closed, your business is closed. Nobody will be able to buy from you. Nobody will be able to join your team if you are not talking about it. So even if you don't know what to post, go to your enroller and say, I'm ready to start posting. What do I need to put? What do I need to say? And you just got to jump in. You just got to get started. One thing that I have done throughout my 3 years in this business is I have followed my enroller, and I have followed my uplines, and I have followed top income earners in the company. And you know what I do? I copy their posts. Literally copy their words, take a screenshot of their picture or save their picture on my phone, and I use their information. Because you don't have to reinvent the wheel here. You don't have to come up with your own content. We know, we understand that you're new and you don't know about these products yet. You don't know about this business yet. So don't feel like I can't post because I don't know what to post. All you have to do is go to your enroller and say something like, can you help me get some posts together so I can start posting about my business because I'm ready to start making money? All you have to do is follow your enroller, follow me, follow our upline. And when you see a post like, oh, that's a really great before and after picture, hold down on the screen, copy and paste it, and post it yourself. That's all you have to do. You'll get comfortable. I promise you, you'll get to the point where you'll feel like, okay, I do know what to say, and I do feel comfortable coming up with my own content now and saying something. But until then, don't feel like you can't post because you don't know what to do. Go ahead and copy and paste. That's why we're here. We are here to help you. I always tell my team, what's mine is yours. So anything that you see me post, feel free to copy and paste it. Just change it around. Like if you don't word things the way that I do, that's fine. Just change it around a little bit and make it to where it fits your personality. Follow anybody on our team, any of our uplines, any of that, and you can copy and paste and use their stuff. Just remember though, you need to make sure that you are open for business every single day. You have to stay consistent with posting. You have to. A lot of times, not only do new distributors not post right away, the second thing that I see as a common factor with new distributors is you start posting, and after maybe a week or two, if you don't see a huge response from people, you think, okay, this is not for me. People aren't lining up at my door to purchase or to join my team, so this isn't for me, so I'm going to quit. You have to remember that consistency is the only thing that will build your business. You cannot gauge how successful you will be in this business in your first couple of months of posting. I promise you. There are people who, when I first started my business and I messaged people and I started posting, there were people who ignored it. There were people who didn't pay attention to me. There were even people who unfriended me. And if I would have let that get me discouraged, 3 months later, I would not have replaced my full-time income and quit my job. So stay consistent with posting. Start posting. You have to start immediately. Just jump in, hit the ground running, let your enroller know, hey, I'm going to be using your post until I feel comfortable with doing that. And a lot of times, your enroller will say, hey, let me send you the wording for this, or let me send you a picture for this to help you get started, because we want you to be as successful as you possibly can be. That's why we're here to help you. Your first immediate goal. Okay, so all of you, I'm seeing a lot of my own new distributors, which is awesome. Your goal in your first 30 days, your very first goal is to get your first 4 loyal customers. And like I said before, if you do that in your first 30 days of joining, you are going to get yourself a $100 product credit. You can get apparel or you can get products, which is really great if you're someone like me and I had not tried anything before I got started. You'll definitely want to take advantage of that product credit so you can get your hands on some of our products and start using them, so you can tell people like, oh, I've tried the keto coffee and it is amazing. Because your friends, obviously, your friends and your family will trust your word. So you'll definitely want to take advantage of that. So a lot of times when you first get started and you think, I don't even know how to get a customer, what am I going to do? So we want to get 4. So this is what I encourage new distributors to do. I want you to sit down and I want you to think, if you were sick and lying on your deathbed and you're like, I can't even move, I'm so sick, I need somebody to bring me some chicken soup. Who would be your chicken soup people? For me, it was my mom, it was my sister-in-law, my granny. Like, think of people who would help you because they love you, okay? And then once you have a list of your chicken soup people, you need to contact them. I called my mom, and again, this is my mom, so you kind of have like a little more freedom to talk plainly to your mom. But I called my mom like a couple of hours after I joined, and I said, Mom, I just started my own networks business. I need you to be a customer for me. And she said, what is it for? And I said, it's like these skinny wraps and you put it on and it makes you skinny. I'm not really 100% sure, but I need you to sign up and be a customer. And she was like, okay. And she did. Within about 3 hours of joining, my mom became my first customer. And she did that not because she knew what I was selling and was interested in my products. She did that because she loved me and I just asked for help. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to sit down and I want you to think through that list of chicken soup people, and I want you to reach out to them. I do not want you to ask them if they want to try your products, because when you're brand new, they have no idea what you're talking about. Instead, these are people who love you, who would bring you chicken soup if you were about to die. And if you called them and said, Mom, Granny, whoever it is, sister, best friend, I just started my own business. I don't know what I'm doing, but I need 4 customers. Will you help me? And ask for help. Don't ask for them to be a product tester. Don't ask if they want to try some of your products. Just say, hey, I just started my business. Will you support me and be one of my first customers, please? Just do it. Just ask. I didn't even really give my mom a choice, and she just signed up. Within like 3 or 4 days of joining, I had all 4 of my customers that I needed, and I got my own shopping spree. So that's what I want you to do. You don't have to know anything about the products. If they say, okay, what kind of product am I getting? That's when you can contact your enroller. That's when you can ask on our team page and say, hey, my mom said that she'll be my first loyal customer. What should I recommend for her? And your enroller will help you, or your upline will help you, or you can ask on the team page and we can help you. So make sure that you're getting your first 4 loyal customers. You want to do that in your first 30 days of joining in order to get that $100 product credit, okay? The next thing, let's talk about how to post. Okay, so from there, we want to start building your business, okay? We want to start, getting you comfortable with posting and guys, like a lot of people, they might not respond to a message, but they will silently be watching you post. So that's why it is so important. In 3 years, I've been in this business for 3 years and about a week, 3 years and 1 week. I have never one time taken a day off of posting. Never once. Even on Christmas Day, I posted something. Why? Because I never want to close up my shop for business. Because I never want to turn off anybody who would be potentially purchasing something from me. So every day with my business, every single day in 3 years, I have posted consistently about my business. And you may think like, wow, that's a lot. That's a little aggressive, Jen. But I'm a double diamond. My husband is a diamond. We average $6,000 a month with this company. And I've been able to quit my full-time job and stay home with my baby. So it may seem crazy to some people that I have stayed so consistent with my business and never missed a day of posting. But I make a lot of money with this business. And from somebody who has been successful, I'm telling you, you need to start posting and you need to stay consistent with it, okay? So let's talk about how to post. So we're going to follow what we call a 3-3 rule, okay? So your goal every single day is to post at least 3 times. And I know you're probably thinking like, 3 times? What? Like, guys, before this company, I had never one time taken a selfie. Honest truth. Never taken a selfie in my life. Okay? My first selfie attempt was, I was struggling. It was real rough. Okay? But I had to get outside of my comfort zone. I had to get out of my own head. And again, I knew I am the only advertisement for my business. So if I want to be successful, I got to start posting about it. So the first, and I work my business mostly from Instagram. Some of you do Facebook and Instagram, but I do work Facebook. But a good portion of what I do is on Instagram. So I'm going to show you my Instagram account. So 3-3 rule. Here's your first one. Your first one is a product post, like a before and after picture. I want to encourage you to stay away from stock photos, like the It Works corporate stock photos, okay? You want to show people what our products can do for them or what they have done for you. So you want to make sure that you're trying to avoid those stock photos, the black and green kind of thing. You want to show people before and after pictures. This is what our products can do for you. Every single day, I try to post at least one before and after picture or one product picture. And I'm going to show you what I posted last night. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe if I turn the brightness down. Okay, so if you can see that, that is a picture of my Chinese food last night and a picture of our fat fighters. So I didn't do a before and after picture yesterday. My product picture yesterday was a picture of my plate of Chinese food and my fat fighters. And here's what I said. I said, every Sunday night we get Chinese takeout from our favorite place and we race home after church and relax and watch TV. It's my favorite part of the week. And while I normally try to eat healthy, I never want to give up this time. Life is all about balance and enjoying the little things like this family tradition we have. And guess what? I never have to worry about eating all of these carbs and fat before bed. Fat fighters block some of the fat from being absorbed by my body so I don't gain weight. And you know what? Fat fighters are one of my favorite products and they're only $25 a month. Message me now to get yours. Okay? This is like such a easy way to incorporate our products into your life. You want to show your family and friends that you yourself are a product of our products. And then let's see. Okay, here's a good before and after picture that I posted today. So yesterday my product post was an actual picture of our fat fighters with my plate of Chinese food. Today my product post is a before and after picture. So you want to be showing people what our products can do for them and how you incorporate them into your daily life. Okay, the second post in the 3-3 rule You want to do a business post. You want to tell people about your business. Let's see. So here's one that I posted yesterday of me and Ben, just a picture of us. And then here's what I said. I said, I never knew freedom before I joined this business. All I knew were 40-hour work weeks, someone else scheduling my time, asking my boss if I could visit my family on Christmas, checking my bank account at the gas pump, checking price tags, blah, blah, blah. Can you relate? But something in me changed, and now I get to spend every day like it's Saturday. I forget what day it is all the time, and that's true freedom. I get to travel anywhere. I'm paying off all my debt. I get to buy groceries freely and eat healthy now. I get to see my family when I want, and I'm happy. And then I, just kind of went on, and God placed this into my business God placed this business into my life 3 years ago. I never imagined I would be here. When I randomly scrolled past a post on Instagram of the wrap results, I was skeptical enough to try it, and now it's led me here. So instead of saying something like, join my team for $99, well, it's $59 right now, or $49. Instead of saying like cheesy, like join my team, I instead post pictures of myself, pictures of my family, pictures of my girls, and I say things like, guys, this business has changed my life. I spent $99 and this company has literally changed my life. And you as a new distributor, I know it can be difficult because you are saying like, I haven't changed my life with It Works yet. I don't make a ton of money. In fact, I haven't even made a paycheck yet. I just joined the last week. So what am I supposed to tell people about joining? I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you got that, because as a new distributor, it actually is really easy to post about your business, because this is what you can say. You can tell people where you are going with this business. Instead of saying like, oh, I've made thousands of dollars, because you haven't yet. What you can say, you can put a picture of you sitting on the couch next to your babies, and you could say something like, I'm sitting here making money from my couch with my babies snuggled up next to me, and I'm about to earn myself a $5,000 bonus. That's how easy it is to post about your business. When you're in college, I said this the other day to somebody, when you're in college, you don't tell people like, you do tell people like, it's 2018. So you tell people, I'm going to graduate in 2020 because you plan on graduating. Am I right? So the same thing with this business. You can tell people, like you can post about it, you can message people, and you can say things like, I am going to promote to Emerald, and I am going to earn a $5,000 bonus by the end of June. And I'm looking for 3 other people who want to join this business with me and earn that $5,000 bonus as well. You can't tell people what you've done yet, but you can tell them where you're going and what you're going to do, and that speaks volumes to people. My best friend, Katie, when I joined, I let her know, like, this is what I'm doing. She's like, that's fine, that's fine. Go on, I'll support you. But she didn't join, right? And so I just started posting about this business. I would post at the park. I would post while I was sitting, on the couch watching TV with my husband. And I would say things like, I'm about to earn a $1,000 Ruby bonus. And she saw me. And before I ever earned that $1,000 Ruby bonus, I posted about how easily I was making money from my phone and how I was going to earn that bonus. And you know what? Katie joined me. She signed up on my team before I ever even went Ruby and got my $1,000 bonus, because she saw me posting about where I was going. And spoiler alert, Katie's now a diamond who makes over $2,000 a month with this business, and she earned a $20,000 diamond bonus. So I'm telling you, it's that simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Just tell people where you are going and what you are going to do with this business and how you are going to promote. The other thing that you can do that is really great for new distributors, I already told you to follow Pam Souter, our Chief Networking Officer. She does the Show Me the Money calls on Monday nights. She also does a distributor spotlight. So usually a couple of times a week, she has a hashtag. You can actually search the hashtag on Facebook called Caught in the Adventure. And she highlights different distributors every single week who have been successful in this company. And you can actually post about other people who have been successful. Guys, I did this all the time when I was first starting out because I didn't have a success story to share with people. So I would highlight other distributors and I'd be like, this is my friend so-and-so, and here's her story. And I would put a picture of her and then the script that Pam Souter would post, and I would copy and paste that, and I would like show my followers every single day a different distributor who had been successful, and I got so much interest that way, guys. So that's another suggestion of what you can post. Then your third and final post for your 3-3 rule is what I call a lifestyle post. And that can just be really anything to make you seem normal. So it's not all it works, if that makes sense. That could be anything like pictures of your kids, pictures of your food. People love food on social media. Pictures of your food, an inspirational quote, anything like that. Let me show you. So let's see. So this was my lifestyle post yesterday. I said, it's a quote that said, I followed my heart and it led me to coffee. And it's just one of those funny little quotes, you know, memes that you find on the internet. And that was my post yesterday because Harper's been keeping me up all hours of the night. So you just want to make sure that your entire feed isn't all completely it works. You want to still brand yourself. You want people to see that you're a real person. So I love coffee. I love my family. Anybody who follows me knows that because I still consistently post about them as well. I don't have a separate Facebook page for It Works because I want to weave it into my life so seamlessly that people just know that that's a part of who I am. And so in order to keep myself genuine and sincere, I do that at least once a day, that lifestyle post, so people know still that I am me, and It Works is just a part of who I am. So for your 3-3 rule, you've got a product post, which could be a product or a before and after picture, a business post, how this company is going to change your life, another distributor who has been successful, looking for people who want to make money from home, from their cell phones, things like that, and then a lifestyle post to just keep it real, basically. The next thing, and I'm almost finished, guys, the next thing that I wanted to say, when you're first starting out, when you're first like reaching out to people and messaging people, posting about your products and things like that, I want you to keep in mind to not be afraid of the word no. A no is not going to kill you. As a matter of fact, if you are successful in this business, anybody who has been successful in this business will tell you this. We have heard the word no infinitely more than we heard the word yes. I have heard the word no thousands and thousands of times in the last 3 years. And the people who are successful are the people who, in spite of the word no, in spite of people telling them no, ignoring their message, things like that, you still push on. Because there are 7 billion people in this world. I promise you, there are enough people in this world to buy from you, to join your team, all of that, to make you successful. I promise. If you are hearing the word no, it just means you haven't found the right person yet. Okay? I always am reminded when I first got started, I sat down one day and I messaged hundreds of people, like almost all of my Facebook list, my Facebook friends. I messaged everybody and let them know, like, hey, this is what I'm doing. I just started my own It Works business. If you're interested in products or interested in making an extra $500 a month, all from your phone, I would love to give you some more information. probably 95% of the people that I messaged, and it was hundreds, probably 95% of the people who did that, who I messaged, either completely ignored it or said no back. Like, they responded and said, no, thank you, I'm not really interested right now. A very, very small margin of people actually said yes. Very small. But you know what? It didn't kill me. It didn't hurt. Like, a no is just, that's exactly what it is. It's just a no. They aren't saying no to you. They're saying no to a healthy lifestyle. They aren't saying no to your business. They're saying no, they're not ready to make money from home. So I stayed consistent. I still continued posting, even though 95% of the hundreds of people I messaged didn't even respond, or if they did, they said no. But you know what? Because I stayed consistent over the last 3 years, dozens of those people who initially told me no or ignored me have since either joined my team or become customers for me. So you stay consistent, and I promise you, you will reap the benefits if you stay consistent. Don't be afraid of the word no. On top of that, let me add, don't say no for anybody, okay? A lot of times we kind of get in our own head as new distributors. Shoot, even now, like even as a double diamond, and I've been in the business for 3 years, a lot of times now I can get in my own head, and you get this idea like, oh, I can't talk to so-and-so about my business because there is no way she would do anything like this. Because you have no idea what people silently go through. I am the absolute last person that anybody would ever think would be interested in network marketing. The absolute last person. I ran from people like this before I joined this company. But what people didn't know was at night after I got home from work, I was Googling ways to make money from home, jobs I could do from home to make money. And I was silently doing that. So when somebody started posting about making money from home with It Works, I was like, And I am the absolute last person that people would think would be successful with this. Don't say no for anybody. You never know what somebody is praying for privately and in the shadows. So don't get a preconceived notion. Let people decide for themselves if they want to say yes or no. Don't think like, oh, she already makes enough money, she doesn't need this. Or, oh, her husband already lets her stay home, she's a stay-at-home mom, she doesn't need a side business. Don't say no for anybody. Don't exclude anybody. Your job is to ask and allow them to decide for themselves. And if they say no, a no isn't going to kill you because you're that much closer to getting a yes. Let's see. And then one last thing I wanted to cover, because it's almost time for the Show Me the Money call. One last thing I wanted to cover is your $5,000 Emerald bonus. So all of you are new, and we want to make sure that we are pushing hard for you to get your $5,000 Emerald bonus. You have 2 calendar months to earn that. So if you joined in April, you actually have until the end of June. You have all of May and all of June because you get 2 full calendar months, if that makes sense. So they actually don't include April in that count. So the faster that you can get your business going right now, the better, because this is just extra added time that you have because you get those 2 full calendar months to promote. So you're going to earn a $5,000 bonus when you do that. And let me just make sure that you understand that this is not a $5,000 check that they write to you one time. That is actually paid out over the course of 10 months. And it's $500 extra every single month for 10 months. And it's smart for the company because if you were to earn the $5,000 bonus and they wrote you a one-time check for $5,000, you could turn around the next day and quit, and they would be out all of that money. So it's just smart business practices. So it's $500 a month for 10 months as long as you are maintaining that rank, as long as you are paid as an Emerald, if that makes sense. So in order for you to do that, I want to tell you the most important thing, first of all, is you need to get with your enroller and you need to print out an Emerald chart. There's an Emerald chart available for you in your eSuite. If you pull up your document library at the top, all those little tabs that you saw at the top of your eSuite, click that. You can download and print out an Emerald chart. And you and your enroller can get together and put your heads together, and you guys can really start to make a game plan of how you are going to promote to Emerald. The average Emerald makes $800 a month, plus you're going to be making $500 a month extra in bonus money. So you're looking at over $1,000 a month you'll be making as an Emerald, and you could be doing that in your first 2 months in the business. So it's a little more complicated, and I can't really get into it with 9 or 10 people on here because everybody's game plan will be different. So you need to get with your enroller, print out your Emerald chart, and you need to make every single day, you need to make measurable, quantifiable goals. Okay, if I need 14 distributors in order to promote by the end of June, what do I need to be doing every single day in order to accomplish that? Because if you just have a goal with no steps and no measures to take each day to get there, then it's just, you're just kind of going to wander around. Does that make sense? So you need to get a game plan together. So you need to get with your enroller, you need to message her, or your upline. If your enroller is busy, then ask her if she minds if you message your upline, and you can message any of us, and we can kind of put a game plan together for you of how many customers you need to enroll this month, how many distributors you need to enroll this month. That way you can start working on that every single day to earn you that bonus. The Show Me the Money call starts in 5 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I don't see any questions in the chat, so if you do have any questions, feel free to message me, message your enroller, and we'll try to get those questions answered for you. But if you want to jump on the Show Me the Money call, that starts in about 5 minutes. If you want to log into Facebook, go follow Pam Souter, and she already posted the information for it. So go ahead and click on that and tune into that tonight, guys. I hope you have a good night.